Hello, everyone. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I thought was really important and affects me on like a daily basis, and friends and people that I know, and that is body image. And more specifically, I wanted to talk about body image in the context of the gay community. And I'm in Los Angeles, so I can only really touch upon there, but I'm sure it applies everywhere. This is more so going to be a stream of consciousness and something that is highly edited, so if you like those kind of videos, this really isn't going to be one of them. But essentially, I see a lot of people struggle with body image, and I do myself. And I think in the gay community there is this kind of expectation that people want someone who is muscular or fit, and that kind of stems from society shoving that idea down your throat, right? I don't actually agree with it. I think it's really hurtful and harmful to people's self-esteem, and I've struggled with it too. Before I came out, I really didn't think about it. I was never really talked to about my weight or how my body looked or anything like that. But when I started going on dating apps and seeing like the no fats, no femmes and that kind of thing, it really kind of made me think about like how I looked and like how people perceived me and that kind of thing. So it's just really difficult for a lot of people. And one thing that I've noticed, I was looking over there because I thought someone was going to kill me from my kitchen, but they're not. So what I've noticed though is a lot of the times when people kind of succumb to that or portray that or outwardly express that, it's because they don't feel comfortable with themselves. You know, they're insecure with themselves. They actually don't feel confident in themselves, and they usually are trying to compensate for something. So I've actually never experienced body shaming from someone who, you know, I felt loved themselves or cared about themselves, because why would you? Because you're confident in yourself. There's something inherently wrong when you have to feel good about yourself by tearing other people down. That says a lot. And I'm really over it, and I'm not going to tolerate it from people anymore. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about, I guess, what I did to kind of feel a little bit better. Obviously, I still struggle with it, but there are a few things that I think sometimes people need to do or should do that will help. And I'm just going to kind of go through those. So one of the first things that I did was I told myself that, you know, did I really actually want to get the attention of these people who were treating me like crap? Like, why would I try to want to impress someone that would only want me if my body looked a certain way? Like, if I had six-pack abs or if I was heavier or whatever. Like, you want someone to want you for who you are, not for this idea of what they want you to be, you know? And not this idea of what they want your body to be. Because a lot of the times you have to have interactions like with clothes on, you know, and it's just, what is your relationship going to be with these people if it's only about your body? You know, there's at least to me, that's not something that's deep or the relationship that I kind of want for myself, right? So I really have to kind of unlearn that. Two, as weird as this may be, I just unfollowed all the people that I thirst followed. All the people that, you know, are looked at as stereotypically attractive and that kind of thing and fit. I really unfollowed them, and then I ended up following people that, you know, looked like me, that were my skin tone, that were my body type, that were bigger than me, that were trans, that were disabled, that were whatever. I wanted to follow people that were, you know, people that weren't gym rats, I guess. Because the more that you go, oh, these are people that, you know, look so good, blah, 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 you put them on a pedestal and then you put yourself down. So you say, oh, well, these people are so much better than me or so much more attractive than me, blah, 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 I want them. But then it's also like, what does that say about yourself? If you say, oh, this person looks good, but like they won't want me, then you don't feel right about yourself. And that's a fundamental problem, which goes into the third thing, which is you really have to try to not tie your sense of self-worth into your physical being. So granted, physical health is important and it's great, but having a six-pack is not an indicator of someone being physically healthy, right? You can eat like crap, have a six-pack, and have diabetes. Like, that's possible. You can also be quote overweight and be healthy, as hell. So that needs to stop, right? There can be pride in your body and the fact that you put in work for it and whatever, and that's okay. But I think it's one thing to do that, and then another thing to then try to make people feel bad because they don't look a certain way that you do, or they don't look the way that you want them to. And if you feel that way, fine, but don't project it out into the world. Honestly, sit in your insecurity all by yourself. Stop trying to make other people feel insecure because you are insecure with yourself. It's not healthy. I've met so many people that tie their sense of self-worth to their body because they don't feel like they have anything else, right? And most of the time that's not true, but some of the times it is true. And those people tend to be the loudest about it because they know at the end of the day that they don't offer anything. Like, you can't have a conversation with them. You can't talk to them about certain things. Like, they don't know anything. They don't have any hobbies. They aren't passionate about anything. And even when it comes to their body, sometimes they don't even like doing it. They just do it because they want to fit in. And fitting in is honestly fitting in has killed people. Fitting in has made people jump off of buildings. Trying to fit in has made people lose their sense of self. Fitting in has made people not be who they are. And so we don't want to be that. We want to try to, or at least I want to try to be someone who does what makes him happy and not worry about what other people think. And I know that I'm preaching all this and whatever, and I know it's hard because I go through this too. There are times when I hate the way that I look, right? But I think at the end of the day, once you realize that it's okay to have those thoughts, but you keep them in check, and you don't define yourself by those thoughts. So one thing that my therapist actually told me is allow yourself to have like self-loathing for like an hour out of the day, right? And then you do something about it. So the fourth thing and the final thing is to kind of get out of that mindset is to really kind of make steps and tangible steps to work towards a goal. So if you want to start like a fitness journey to get somewhere, you can do that, and that's fine. Like, if you don't want to be subjected to the kind of like no fats, no femmes treatment, then you can take yourself out of that situation. Surround yourself with people who love you for you. Maybe find something that you like to do, and surround yourself in that and with that. And that way, you're not being, I guess, as self-loathing or letting these people get to you. Because at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is no matter who you are or what you look like or what your body type looks like, you're important and you're worth it and you matter. And the people that tell you, you're this or you're that or you're fat or you're this, like, those people, they're not there to benefit you. And actually, calling someone fat is not a bad thing. Fat is not a bad thing. So we just really need to change the way that we talk about body issues and body image. And I really hope that, eventually in the future that things will get better and that we learn to really just love ourselves for who we are. And obviously you can change and go on a fitness journey or do whatever you want to do, but don't do it because you want to impress someone. Do it for yourself. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So thank you guys for listening. This was just kind of a stream of consciousness. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. We can discuss it if you want. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you very, very much.